Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Fire Emblem Three Houses. So we're going into chapter 14 today. I have no idea what to expect going from here.
Part 2. Silver Snow. Guardian Moon. A king without a kingdom.
Okay, king without a kingdom. So are we going to be... Maybe Dimitri is alive.
Having parted ways with Edelgard, former students of the Black Eagle House now work alongside the Knights of Seiros at Garreg Mach. They begin to create a resistance army strong enough to take on her Imperial forces.
Yeah, I would assume that that's referring to, the actual kingdom, so we might be talking about Dimitri. A king without a kingdom, because everybody thinks he's dead, so... Most likely he was sentenced to death just like he was in Blue Lions, but maybe he escaped. But how is he going to play into this story if that's the case? You have to wonder. Like, will he be an ally? That could be interesting. Maybe he's going to pit us against Cornelia so he can get his kingdom back. Each unit has grown over the past 5 years. You should check their classes and weapons. Indeed.
Oh, thank the goddess. I couldn't bear the thought of letting Gerald down by not finding you.
Guess you lucked out. We've been looking everywhere for you, but I see Lady Rhea isn't with you. Damn.
Everyone was real worried about you, Professor.
Seteth told us everything. From here on out, you will have our aid.
I am so grateful that everyone is safe. I am sorry things are moving so rapidly. There is something we must discuss. Come with me.
Alright, what's up?
The time has come to make our true stand against the Empire.
Let's all work together.
Our base will be Garreg Mach Monastery. The interior is in less than prime condition, but we should be able to utilize it much the same as we had before.
Surely those Imperial jerks have this place staked out, right? It's a highly strategic location.
It may be an area of importance, but it is far removed from front lines. Considering the burden of transport, it is possible they are not paying too much attention to it.
Nothing escapes the Emperor. There must at least be a spy or two.
Professor, what do you think?
I have no objections.
I see. Then it must be the right idea.
Thanks
the
for
town
the
and
support,
surrounding
Flame.
hamlets are still present. And though far from abundant, the church still has funds at its disposal.
That's true. Professor, I think we can leave expanding our army to my brother. He was always good at negotiating, and I believe he is best suited to the task.
In that case, I have a request. Please allow my soldiers to join your ranks as well. House Sire already tried taking on the Emperor. As a result, our territory was stolen from us. As a consequence, I do not have many soldiers left to speak of, but those I have are yours to command.
I feel like I should tell you that
Well,
I've
thanks,
been
Birdie.
protecting some kids who lost their parents in the war. They're in the town right now, but maybe we can move them to the monastery? I'm sure they'd be happy to chip in however they can.
Yes, I understand. I will make the necessary arrangements.
She basically started an orphanage? God, why is she so good?
I nabbed some valuables from my house. Father is with the Emperor now, so...
Just
it's
stealing
not much,
shit from his
but it's
family.
yours.
Good for you, Lynn. 5,000 gold. What a guy.
I don't have a thing to contribute. In fact, I'm still in my same old clothes.
I've been wandering on my own for 5 years. I won't go back to that house or my father, that's for sure.
I understand.
Oh, it's kind of
Leave it to
sad.
me. No labor is too great if it means saving Fodlan.
Dorothea. Absolutely. Oh, we're going to get lots of these at this
This
point.
may seem a bit sudden, but I want to thank you, Professor. That is, for letting me live my life the way I want. I've noticed you've been giving me fewer of those soul-revealing gazes lately. I appreciate you making an effort to not trouble yourself over who I spend my time with.
So, you found me out.
Well, of course. Did you think I wouldn't notice? It's kind of sweet in its own way. Professor, may I tell you a story about when I was younger? I was an orphan, living in the back alleys of Enbar, until one day I was overheard singing. That was when my new life began. I was suddenly a songstress in the Middle Franc Opera Company. Performers, nobility. I met so many people. But none of them ever really knew me. I was just some young, pretty girl who could sing. A spectacle to be admired. Even though everyone praised my looks and my voice, and they showered me with gifts, I knew one day
Whoops.
I'd be old. My looks would fade, my voice would change. I wouldn't sound the same. And I started to wonder, when I did get old, what would I have left? I'd be old, alone, and back on the streets of the capital, right where I'd started.
Yeah, I don't believe that's true. I mean, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I think that she could have done more with herself no matter what if she really wanted to, but at the same time, like, I do understand. Like, when she got that leg up, completely changed her life, you know? I think I'll just say I won't let you be alone. Like, there are some events in our lives that just
sweet of you.
Change things, you know,
Even if you
forever.
are just flirting. I never had much to begin with in life, and I worry that one day I'll be that way again. That's why I keep searching for someone who will love me. Someone unaware of the songstress, who can love a girl that used to be scared and alone on the streets of the capital. I wonder if such a strange person can even exist.
And there's an A rank. You have allies who can take master exams. Take a look at certifications to review which they can take. Cool, we got ourselves a master seal. Let's see if there are more master seals that we can buy. Okay, not yet, but soon I think we'll be able to buy a limited amount of master seals. I think that'll only happen once we unlock Anna's store. Yeah, I think that's when we're able to buy them. So that'll have to wait a little bit, I think. But let's go ahead and take a look. So Caspar, Byleth, Petra. Those are the only three? Looks like those are the only three. How many master seals do I have? We're not going to do Byleth because Byleth is in the enlightened one right now. So he should be fine for now. Caspar, we can look at him. I think we're going to go Wyvern Lord again with him. I mean, we could go War Master, but I think I want to just make him a Wyvern Lord again. Roth definitely will have to be a War Master, so yeah, I'm okay with having two Wyvern Lords, Caspar and Sedith. It's powerful stuff, man. Now, he has mastered his current class. What I could do for now is I could set him into a warrior class, just so that he's working on something. I should really, like, familiarize myself with what their class mastery skills are. Because if Warrior has, like, a really good skill that he would actually be useful in, then that's the only reason that I would really need or want to do this. Because he's currently a flyer, and he's useful as a flyer, so I'll wait on that. I might look those up. Petra, are you able to... You're not able to class yet. So maybe we'll just wait a second here. Okay. So, we probably have a bunch of supports that we can complete at this point. Let's go ahead and go through these then. Alright, Ferdinand and Bernie. Oh, this one's so good.
Even with the fires of war raging all around us, tea never fails to soothe the soul.
I believe this is the one that I'm thinking of. But yeah. So Bernie and Ferdy in my last run got the paired support, and I loved it. And I loved it because of what happens in this support.
Do you not agree, Bernadetta?
I hadn't actually thought about it, but yes.
Excellent. Oh, that reminds me.
What's that?
A long time ago, my parents were in talks to arrange my marriage with a certain young lady. She never set foot outside of her room, and she made little dolls to curse her perceived enemies. Such were the rumors. Frightened, I dissuaded my parents from going through with their plans.
I can see that. She does sound pretty frightening. I relate to the staying in the room part, though.
That girl was you, Bernadetta, a daughter of House Varley.
What? I don't make dolls to curse people.
You are a skilled embroiderer, no? I guess I was wrong. You were not making dolls.
I did make dolls, but cute ones. Nice little carnivorous plants and things.
Maybe I should not have brought this up.
Why not? Carnivorous plants are adorable.
Yes, adorable. Anyway, if I had actually known you, I would have accepted the proposal.
Why? Did you have some scheme in mind?
No, I just mean, now that I have gotten to know you, I would have been happy to...
So, you're saying you'd... with me?
That's what he's saying.
It's getting kinda hot in here, isn't it? Maybe it's the tea.
Adorable.
Why are you getting so worked up? That was all a long time ago now.
A long time ago?
Yes. Now we are soldiers fighting together in the same great conflict, right? And my parents are gone. So any agreements they might have cooked up would be completely invalid.
I guess so.
Just think, if we had been married, we would not have been able to build such a deep friendship.
That's true. Yeah, we never would have gotten this close. I would have given up on the relationship my parents chose for me and shut myself away even more.
So all in all, I am glad I refused to marry that doll-cursing princess.
Hey! I said I never made curse dolls!
They were cute.
Sorry.
Birdie.
I am just glad to have met you at the monastery. I had better take my leave. We should have tea together again sometime soon.
Yeah, see you. I'm glad we met here too.
Was she humming something significant there? Somebody let me know if she was. I'd be interested to know. Ferdy and Petra, they're A rank.
Ferdinand.
Huh? Ah, Petra. Is there something I can help you with?
No, I am not needing help. I was just thinking that you look... lonely.
Lonely? In wartime? Hardly. I am too busy trying to survive to feel lonely. But once we have survived, what will you do with yourself, Petra? Return to your home? As an Imperial hostage, you would be freed if the Empire were to fall.
Yes. My plan is to be returning home. But if Bridget and Fodlan can be friendly, I will be able to have visits whenever I choose. Maybe it is even possible for me to be living in Fodlan.
Live in Fodlan? Do you not want to go back to your homeland?
I do have the hope of returning one day. But Fodlan is also like a homeland to me now. I came to Fodlan 9 years ago. I have been living half of my life here. My family is living in Bridget, but in Fodlan, I have new family and new friends.
New family? I am glad to hear you feel that way about us, Petra. In that case, we will have to make sure that none of us die. We do not want to lose anyone in the family.
Yes, we will be winning, and you will not be dying.
Ha! Do not worry. I do not intend to die. I have some things to do when the war is over.
Things?
Yes. You and I can be the link between Fodlan and Bridget.
Oh.
Okay, I have to confess. I fibbed a little. About not being lonely. When this war ends, I will be quite lonely indeed. If you go back to Bridget.
You know, this has a lot more meaning in this route where he's lost everything, you know? Like, I feel that line a lot more. About not being lonely when this war ends, I will be quite lonely indeed. Like, the dude has nobody at this point. I mean, I guess his entire family was ostracized from the Empire, so he does have his family still. But, you know, we know Duke Ayer to not be a very good person already, so I feel like he probably doesn't really... I mean, he does like his family, so I can't really say that. But I wonder how close he is with all of his family. But Duke Ayer is not exactly a good person, so... but yeah, I just find that interesting.
Is that a truth?
This dude's proposing to
I have just
everybody.
made a decision. I will work as an ambassador, improving relations between our people. Whether you are in Bridget or Fodlan, I will be there too. Then both places can move forward together in eternal friendship. We ought to join forces and make that a reality. Do you not agree?
You have my gratitude, Ferdinand. All of it. I have loneliness just like you. But your words gave me great happiness. Please do what you are saying, and be a bridge for Fodlan and Bridget.
You can count on me. We will keep at it, and one day...
Yes, one day, we will be seeing that future.
So I loved S supporting Petra in the last run, but the one thing that I was a little bit sad about was that she decided to come to Fodlan to be with us, where I think I personally would have preferred her to like become the queen that she deserves to be. So I kind of hope that since I'm not going to be S supporting her in this one as Byleth, I hope that she gets a really good ending in this route where she gets to be the queen of Bridget and be awesome and amazing. Okay, that one will have to just happen over the course of the next couple of weeks. So yeah, I know a lot of these we've already seen before, and I've been toying with the idea of whether we're going to actually watch them all or not in this route, and I think that we are, simply for two reasons. There might be new people that may, you know, watch through the Black Eagles route and not watch the Crimson Flower part of it. And so I want them to be able to see it too, but also I think that it's good for me and maybe even for some of the viewers to get a reminder of where some of these supports end while we go through this route. So we are going to be watching all of them. So, you know, those of you who don't want to watch these supports again because you just watched them in Crimson Flower, feel free to skip ahead. I won't be offended if you do that. So, but we are going to watch them all. I may not have...
I was under the impression you were going to break all of your paintbrushes.
I may not have as much to say in some of these just because I have seen them already, so like my natural reactions won't be from the first time that I've seen them. So hopefully that's okay with you guys too.
Cut it out, Lindhart.
I'm just glad you're back to painting. I felt terrible about what happened last time, you know. I guess I should have kept my opinions about your painting to myself.
Maybe you should have.
So what do you suppose is the name for this kind of situation?
What situation? Am I in your way again? I must be. Okay, let me pack my things and I'll be off.
Ugh, no, that's not what I mean. I'm talking about when two people are together, but not together. When they're basically by themselves.
I'm not sure what you mean. I'm always alone.
Oh, alone? Well, there it is then. I suppose you could say we're alone together. We're each here alone, yet together. So we're alone together. What do you think?
Alone together? Oh, wait, I get it. That's just a nice way of saying you want to be alone, right? Alone. If that's what you mean, I'll go.
Please, Bernadetta, you shouldn't go. Being alone together means accomplishing more. We each have the concentration one gets from time alone, but also the thrill of being with someone else. I find it to be an exhilarating environment. Have you felt that as well?
Huh? Me? I'd rather be alone, but when I'm painting, and I know you can see, I worry about what you might point out about it. Is that the thrill you mean? Because I feel that.
Here's what I wish to point out about your painting. You've really improved. Your lines are bolder, your color choice is more informed, and your composition as a whole...
Did you actually just praise me, Linhardt? What's next? A rain of flying pigs?
I was just saying what I think. Look, you probably have talent, and you work hard, too.
Oh no, I'm on to you now. You're scheming, but you won't get anywhere by flattering me. Try all you want to get your hooks into my heart, you won't fool me!
I'm not sure how praising you means I'm trying to get my hooks into your heart.
I have a heart of stone. No one will ever get to it.
What a shame. I suppose I'll stop praising you then.
You will? No, I didn't mean it that way. You can praise me as much as you want.
I don't understand you one whit. However, if you want praise, then praise you will get. You're cute.
Linhardt, you savage. The dude's got moves, I'll give him that. I'm not that smooth. And as someone who has social anxiety, like, that together alone thing sounds nice, actually. I think that sounds real nice. I'm one of those people who needs to recharge after he's, gone into social environments for any amount of time. Caspar and Petra, let's go.
Hey, Petra. How's training going?
It is going well. I am not having any troubles right now.
Good. At least things haven't gotten worse, right?
Maybe we can get these two together. Unfortunately, Caspar didn't have a paired ending in my last run. I'd be okay with that. They kind of have a sad history.
So, did you hear what happened the other day? The professor, really.
Caspar.
Oh, whoa. Okay, there's no need for that.
You are the son of my father's killer. That means I must be killing you and taking revenge.
What? I thought you said it wasn't a big deal. We're not our parents and all that.
Your optimism is not making sense. It is not possible that you are not having hatred for me. My father was killed. By the Empire. By your father. And so I will be impaling you on this blade to be satisfying a deep wish of mine.
A deep wish? What are you talking about?
I am talking about my wish. Of course, I am also having another wish. An even deeper wish. I wish for you and I to keep being friends. To keep fighting and surviving together. When you are speaking of your father, it is with a proud smile that injures my heart. But that is only a small thing. You also are working harder than anyone I am knowing, so I can't bring myself to be killing you.
And at this point, he has disowned his family in a way. Or it may be more accurate to say his family has disowned him, but...
I see. So you do hate me because of what happened, but you still want to be my friend? You haven't stabbed me yet, so you obviously want me to live more than you want me to die. I hope.
That must be the truth. More than all of it, I am not wishing to be losing you. It would give me great sadness.
Oh, okay, that's a relief. I don't want to lose you either, and I definitely don't want to fight you. To be honest, if things were the other way around, I don't think I'd be able to forgive you. I'd hate you, and I'd hate myself for feeling that way.
Caspar.
But you're not like that. You see me as your ally and your friend. You had the chance to kill me, but you used it to show me that you want me to live. You really are an incredible person, Petra. I want to be more like you. I want to prove that I'm a good friend. I promise, you won't regret letting me live.
You have my gratitude for your understanding. Hearing your words gives me great happiness. I was always feeling a barrier between our hearts. I am sure I was also the one putting it there. But from now onward, I will be sharing all of my heart with you. My grief and anger, joy and love, all of it.
I'd like that, Petra. From now on, we'll be more honest and open with each other.
Bernie and Aloise.
Okay. I must drop off these papers with Bernadetta. I'm not sure how to go about this.
Oh my gosh. We did some of this in Blue Lions. I don't remember if we completed it, but it was pretty hilarious.
She's as timid as a mouse, and that's when speaking to people her own age. She'll likely scream the second she sees me. Maybe this is a mistake. All that noise is going to frighten the other students.
Hi. Can I help you?
Ah, hello. I have some business with Bernadetta. I wasn't sure how to approach her.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but okay. What business do you have with Bernie?
Look at her playing it all cool. Third person Bernie.
I was supposed to deliver this, you see. Perhaps you can take it off my hands?
Right. Thanks for taking the time.
No trouble at all. Here it is.
Thanks. I'm going to head in now, if that's okay.
Whew, that's quite a relief. How kind of Bernadetta's friend, making that delivery for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wait a second. That was Bernadetta. But it couldn't have been. She spoke so normally. She didn't act frightened at all. In fact, she was quite friendly. Ouch! Oh, yes, it still hurts when I pinch my cheek, so I'm not dreaming.
Aloise, I think what we can learn from this is that you're just not scary, like at all.
I'm glad the ordeal's done with, but now I feel terribly confused and a little worried. Meek little Bernadetta, what have they done to you?
Oh, Aloise. Ah, Lysithea and Hanneman's A rank. Nice.
Did you want something, Professor Hanneman?
Ah, Lysithea. Thank you for coming. First, I ask that you allow me to apologize. I fear I hurt you with my insensitive words. I have failed you, not as a researcher, but as a human being.
I'm the one who should apologize. I'm sorry for being rude to you. Anyway, I'll keep going along with your research. I have to be on my way now.
Please, Lysithea, a moment more. I did not call you here simply to apologize. I told you once that you were an exquisite subject for my crest research. Why? Because there are no records of any other person ever having borne 2 crests.
Correct.
We cannot say anything for certain about the makeup of your body. Therefore, it seems hasty to conclude that overcoming your shortened lifespan is an impossible feat.
What is it you're implying?
Lysithea, what is my field of study?
Crestology, of course.
Indeed, and the goal of my field is to unravel every single mystery crests might conceal. Someday, I even hope to devise a means to bestow a crest upon any who desires one.
Why would you want to do such a thing?
Because I despise this world in which the presence or absence of a crest can determine a person's worth.
Huh.
However, if artificially implanting a crest causes too great a toll on the subject, it would be useless. As such, reducing the strain of crests on the human body is one of my research goals.
And lines up directly with your problem.
How to implant a crest might also lead to the knowledge of how to remove them. Yes?
Do you think removing a crest could mean that they won't suffer from its effects any longer?
What I am trying to tell you is, the question of whether your lifespan can be restored is entirely within the scope of my research.
Could you really do that?
It is difficult to say for sure, but as long as the possibility exists, I will continue to seek it. Lysithea, let me ask you once more. Will you assist me in my research?
Professor Hanneman, I think I'm the one who should be asking for your help, really. Anyway, I'm sick of a crest determining a person's worth, too.
Ah, is that right? Perhaps you would even like to begin studying crestology yourself. I think you would make a fantastic apprentice. A life devoted to research is a noble life, you know.
If you do manage to restore my lifespan, I'd certainly think about it.
I will hold you to those words. Ah, I see a fine future ahead of us.
It makes me wonder if they have a paired ending, not a romantic one, but just a paired ending at the end that talks about them researching together and whether or not they find a solution. I want to know if there are any endings where we find out that Lysithea is either cured and that she gets to live a full life, or whether she learns something else with Hanneman's research or something. I wonder about that. Because in the last one we got the paired ending with Felix, and she wasn't necessarily, she didn't actually get her crest removed or anything like that, and it's assumed that she still lived a shorter life, which is too bad, really. Shamir and Catherine, best friends. I like these two together.
And he said, I don't even have a horse. Pretty funny story, huh?
I think that's a no.
What is it, Shamir? You're not laughing. Didn't you think it was funny?
Sure.
So then laugh. You could stand to be a little friendlier, you know.
Do I need to be?
What do you mean, need to be? Friendship isn't about obligation. You could try being a bit warmer. Like when I first met you, I took the time to introduce myself and make friendly conversation, and you just said, "Hi, I'm Shamir." I remember thinking that you wouldn't be easy to get along with.
Now that's funny. I remember thinking you were just another knight who loved the sound of her own voice. You know, the type who's all talk but useless in battle.
Well, that's a bit harsh. Did you really think that?
Yes.
Ouch.
But you changed your mind when you saw me in action.
I did. You're surprisingly strong.
Well, even though you had zero charm, you did a nice job of supporting me. Now I know that you'll always have my back. In fact, maybe I should take it easy and let you handle all the fighting.
It sounds like I'm going to be doing a lot more work around here.
We make a pretty good team. At any rate, we're bound together, so we better try to get along. Don't you think, partner?
If that's how you see it, I can't disagree.
Okay, I think that's everything we can do right now. So let's go ahead and explore. Time to hit the monastery. Now, something that I was going to check while we're here is support levels here. Okay. I wanted to see... Okay, so no. Are we really only C rank with Caspar? That's wild. Okay. I wanted to see if these support levels would transfer over, even though we didn't go into New Game Plus with our last route, and it looks like they don't. So I didn't expect that they would, but I did want to check. But you can see that some of the Blue Lions ones we could buy back if we wanted to. The ones that we did in other routes. So, but I don't know. You guys let me know if I did do this. If I bought back some of these ones that I don't have currently, that would open up more options for me to see a bunch of new ones. So let me know in the comments what you think about me buying some of these back with Renown, just so that we can focus more on trying to get more new ones during this run. Yeah, let me know. We'll still watch them all no matter what, even if we do buy them. But I did want to present that to you guys to see if that's something you wanted to do. Sure. Let's talk to Bernie.
I can't believe how long it's been since I left home. Since I was dragged out of the house, I mean. 5 whole years. It's weird to think about.
Weird in what way?
At first, I remember I was desperate to go back, but now it's the opposite. I have friends here, and I have you. The monastery's become a second home to me.
Yeah, we're probably nicer than your
Back
dad
then,
is, so...
I never would have dreamed a day like this would come.
I'm happy for you.
It's all thanks to you. You've given me a second chance at life. If not for you, I never would have gotten used to leaving my room, let alone the monastery. Maybe the battlefield's just dulled my senses. I'm much better with strangers and new places now, though. I don't panic nearly as much as before.
Could you go somewhere new by yourself?
A new place? All on my own? That sounds like a tough assignment. Where did this come from all of a sudden? Hey, hold on. You're teasing me, aren't you? Please don't joke around like that anymore. It's torture for me.
Alright.
You're still not taking me seriously. I mean it. Promise me you won't do that again. Friends respect each other's feelings, don't they?
Okay, I promise.
Good. I'll hold you to that. You're absolutely not allowed to send me out anywhere on my own. Got it? You would need to come with me. If you're with me, I can go anywhere in the world.
I'll follow at a distance.
No, that defeats the purpose. Why can't you get what I'm saying? I thought we were finally getting close. Guess I'm not good enough for that, though, am I?
Don't say that,
I'll let
Bernie.
you have this one, but you better be ready for next time.
You know I got your back, girl. Is there an item over here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay.
At last, I return to my domain. My lonely paradise. My realm of exquisite solitude. Huh? Professor? Is that you? You didn't hear that just now, did you?
No. Hear what?
Right. You didn't? Well, I'm good.
You do you. You do you.
Maybe.
Okay, White Verona. Which one is that? Resistance. We are almost to our A+. I'm gonna get a little bit of vegetables. Okay, anybody upstairs?
Do you have time for a request?
The fish seems skittish lately. It's said that every 5 years in the wake of a storm, a mystery fish appears and eats up all the other fish in the pond. They call it the big one. I thought that was just a legend, though. Catch the big one, the mysterious fish of legend that is said to have appeared in the fishing pond. You got it. Will do. We gotta do a little bit of fishing anyway to, well, hey girl, that's a beautiful song. We gotta do a little bit more fishing to work on our professor level.
Professor! Oh my, it's so good to see you.
You too.
These days, so many old friends seem to be disappearing. But you're here. It's incredible to see you again after 5 years. I have a feeling your name will go down in history.
Thanks, girl.
I'd given up on ever seeing you again. Where have you been hiding? Anyway, now that we're reunited in the land of the living, I must fulfill my promise.
Right, the promise.
That's right. I promised the captain I'd protect you in his stead, and now I'll make good on my word.
Good for you, man. Man of principle.
Pardon me.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. You know, it's such a thrill to be able to greet you like this again. I almost died as well in the battle 5 years ago, but I won't allow any enemies to get into this place again. I promise you that. Even if the Death Knight shows up, I'll be sure to... Well, for now I'll keep training, so I can eventually feel confident that I can stop him.
If they ever make you recruitable, I will turn you into the fiercest warrior in the entire game, and I will allow you to destroy the Death Knight all by yourself. Do it, intelligence systems. Do it.
Got a favor to ask.
I want to start a collection that chronicles the history of Fodlan, but I'm having trouble getting my hands on anything significant. Honestly, it might be easier to excavate an artifact rather than trying to find one for sale. Search for a remnant that the merchant would be proud to add to their collection. You got it, buddy. I'll do that.
Hello there. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes?
Okay, this might be the last time
one,
I
yes?
buy bait.
I think this one, yes?
Alright, that's probably not true. I might
I
do
think-
some fishing for
Return soon, please.
money sometimes. In fact, I should probably look at my calendar and see if there's what we've got. Lots of large fish. It's the only thing this month. Okay. But yeah, like the fish you can sell for a lot of gold, those ones can be pretty useful sometimes, so maybe.
Professor,
How's it going, girl? Yeah. Let's chat.
thank you for helping me with my training again today, Professor. I'm gonna keep at it for a while longer, so you go on ahead.
You should get some rest, Lysithia.
I can't. Not when I'm right on the cusp of using my power to greater potential. Surely you yourself are tired. Just don't worry about me, okay?
Yeah, I'm worried.
I'm sorry, Professor. It was careless of me to continue, despite how fatigued I clearly was. I probably should have listened to you. Now I've made a mess of things. I can't help but feel the need to rush in all things constantly. You get that way when you realize you haven't got much time.
What do you mean?
13 years ago, House Ordelia was involved in a civil conflict within the Empire. All we did was respond to a call for aid. We weren't involved politically. But once the rebellion was crushed, my family was held responsible for the aid we gave, and the Empire gained some sway over us as a result. At the time, the noble houses of the Alliance took a passive stance. No one lent aid to my family. As a result, some key officials within the family were killed, and people from the Empire were sent to replace them. Among those people were some mysterious mages. They were unsettling, in a word. Skin pale as death, one after another.
They captured and imprisoned the children of our household. They began performing terrible rituals on the children, though it's probably more accurate to call them experiments. With the Empire monitoring our every move, my parents could do nothing but watch in horror as all of this unfolded.
It's really
One
horrible.
after another, the children died, until the only one left was me. You know,
Her and Edie have a
my
lot
hair
in
wasn't
common.
always this color. During their experiments, they'd been doing things with my blood. One morning, I awoke like this. A shock of white hair. All trace of pigment gone.
I wonder if her family was targeted by them for a specific reason. So, like, I think we can kind of assume that Edie and all of the siblings probably all had crests. And so in order to do these experiments, it needed to be a strong family with strong blood that had, crests within the family. And I wonder if it was the same for Lysithea, that there were a lot of siblings and they all had crests. Multiple people in a family can have crests, right? Have we seen any proof of that, or is it a thing where only one person in a family's bloodline can have a crest at a time? I don't think that's the case, but maybe it is. Maybe it is, I don't know. But I'm trying to think if I've seen any proof of one or the other. Let me know if there is some, but I wonder if that's the case, because assumedly all of her siblings had to have had crests too, otherwise there would have been no point in doing the experiment. But at any rate, it's really tragic.
Upon seeing me, the mages were delighted. They realized that their experiments had finally succeeded. Sure enough, they ran a test and saw that 2 crests coexisted within me. Losing pigment from my hair wasn't the only loss. The mages informed me that my lifespan was now greatly shortened. 5 more years at most, perhaps less.
5 years. How long did it say that Felix was wandering before he found Lysithea again? I think we can assume that she lived longer than 5 years in that ending, though. It kind of implied that he had been traveling for a long time by himself, but I don't know. That's awful.
Shortly thereafter, the mages lost interest in me, and we never saw them in the Ordelia household again. Since all that, our family has been in decline. It's challenging now even to govern our territory. After all my mother and father have suffered, I at least want them to have peace as they grow older. That is all I wish for, but I haven't much time to ensure it comes to pass.
Well, it's too soon to give up.
It's not like what's been done to me can be undone.
Let's try to find a way to undo it.
Professor, the only way I can conceive of would be to remove my crest somehow. But I don't know if that's even remotely possible. Even if it were, I wouldn't be of much use to you and the others without my crests.
That's not true. We will find a way. Your crest doesn't define
You
you.
sound resolved. I'll allow your resolve to bolster my own. Thank you, Professor.
You're powerful even without your crest, and you know it. Little nuke. Honestly, she didn't end up in this run. In my last run, she didn't end up nearly as powerful as Annie was in my Blue Lions run. But apparently, Lysithea can have insane growths, and she can get insanely powerful. So, she didn't feel as powerful as my Annie ended up being at the end of Blue Lions. But I'll bet you that when we have her from the beginning in Golden Deer, I bet you that she's gonna get real strong.
Hey, I could use a hand.
Recently, pirates have been raiding coastal towns in the Srang region. People say that they're attacking innocent civilians and sinking merchant ships. Think you can do something about that? The soldiers obtain information about pirates, head to the Srang region, and take them out. Sure, I can do that.
I need a favor.
Some soldiers stationed at Fodlan's Locket abandoned their posts. They weren't what you'd call upstanding folks. It would be a real headache for us if they became bandits and started wreaking havoc in the towns. The soldiers obtained information about the deserters. It seems they are skilled soldiers, so you should persuade them to join you. You got it. I'll do just that. Okay, make sure there's no items down here. Have there ever been items in here?
Huh?
I think only lost items. How's it going, Raph?
Fighting alongside you and everyone else is a dream come true, Professor. And don't worry about my little sis. Right now, she's back home helping out with the family business. I kind of figured I was going to be stuck going back and taking over for her. But thanks to you guys, I get to work on my dream of becoming a proper knight.
I'm gonna make your dreams come true, Raph. You deserve it.
Professor! Hey, Professor! You won't believe what happened. I figured I couldn't go back to the Empire after Garreg Mach fell, so I started drifting across the kingdom in alliance. Then, I just happened to run into our old class, so we came back to the monastery together.
Nice. Sorry that you, had to deal with that for 5 years.
Professor!
Yeah, absolutely, let's do this.
Hey, Professor, something's been bothering me. Remember that suspicious guy I chased after back when I was a student?
Sure do.
A knight scolded me for it, but at the time, I really thought I was doing the right thing. Now that I've had more experience on the battlefield, though.
I've been looking for you. There isn't much time, so I'll keep this brief. The knights encountered a band of brigands while out marching. It was hard fought, but we prevailed. Our soldiers are highly trained, but the enemy was formidable, and we weren't expecting combat. There were a number of casualties among our troops.
I pray for their souls.
Much appreciated, but there's a reason I need to bring this to your attention. Do you recall the incident 5 years ago involving a suspicious individual in Garreg Mach?
Funnily enough, I was just talking to this guy right here about that same thing. Man, what a coincidence.
These brigands all bore the same scorpion tattoo that we found on the arm of that man.
Oh no.
I thought that might be of interest to you.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. If you'll excuse me, I need to get back to my duties.
Heck of a coincidence, right?
Big one.
As soon as I mention that suspicious guy, this happens.
Well, it's good to hear they've finally been dealt with.
But some of the knights died in combat. They died because of what I did 5 years ago. This is my fault.
That's
if I'd stayed quiet and
an
tracked the
absurd
guy
thought.
down like you said, we would have stopped those brigands sooner, and I wouldn't have blood on my hands.
Can't know that for certain. Yeah, not necessarily.
It's no use trying to comfort me. You know I'm right. Just say it. Those poor knights. It's all my fault.
Okay. Yeah, that guy was the one who... Didn't he, like, jump off a bridge or something? He killed himself in some way after he chased after him. So, like, this is something that this person was going to try to do no matter what, rather than get caught. So, to act like it's just his fault, I don't agree. I don't agree, Caspar. It's okay. It's not your fault. You're doing exactly what you thought was right. And it's okay. Ferdy, let's go.
Take that!
Well, you're fighting more intensely than usual.
Yes, I am in a hurry. Edelgard claims victory after victory. She never stops. 5 years ago, she ascended the throne and swept away the corrupt nobles, my father included. I always thought I would be the one to unseat him. But she did it instead, with all the ease and indifference of someone cracking an egg. She put my father under house arrest. She stripped House Ire of its power. Rather than accepting a role as her puppet, I left. Now I fight to topple the Empire. The disparity between Edelgard and myself is obvious. She never stops moving forward, single-minded, never wavering. But where does that leave me? Here, flailing about, going nowhere, contributing nothing.
Yeah, that's not true.
But it is. That is the reality.
I mean, if you compare yourself to Edelgard, yes, you're gonna be found wanting. But you're contributing a lot, Ferdy.
Not once since our days at the Academy have I exceeded Edelgard's abilities. I saw her as a worthy opponent. She did not even see me as a contender. She did not even consider me at all. As the head of the noble House Ire, I must be able to achieve results. But all my efforts have come to nothing. Results are everything. I have not shown results, so I will be stagnating here forever.
But you have achieved results.
I appreciate your kind words, but you are wrong. I know that I have a massive wall to climb, and I must climb it alone. Even so, may I ask a favor?
Yeah.
Professor, please keep an eye on my progress. I would appreciate if you were always by my side, bearing witness to my accomplishments.
Yes. I'm more of a mercenary than a knight these days. I work to get paid. I never was too attached to Fodlan. I was considering leaving soon, but I might change my mind if you're around.
I think you should become a Robin Hood with Roth again. That's what I think.
In Lady Rhea's absence, I will follow you. That's what she would want me to do. Know that wherever you might lead us, I'll continue searching for Lady Rhea.
That's fine.
Good, because I will not budge on that point. Welcome back, Professor.
I'd also be okay if you and Shamir had a paired ending.
Yes.
Hello there.
Yes, I come from the Empire, but I have no intention of ever returning. This war the Emperor instigated has caused nothing but trouble and pain. I want this war to end. And that's why I'm here, fighting with you.
Glad to have you on the team, girl.
Professor. Hey, Professor. I think you've been working too much lately. The battle's gonna keep going with or without you, but you're the one doing the most out there. It's real impressive how you can focus on giving orders and fighting. I don't think I could do both in the same battle. I see you running all over the place, even after the battle's over. I just don't want you to wear yourself out.
A good guy. You know, maybe I am tired.
You gotta take a break when you can. Even when you're feeling fine, it could suddenly hit you. No offense, Professor, but don't you think some folks might be taking advantage of you? Like when you gave that speech to the troops. That didn't seem like something you wanted to do. I know you gotta follow orders on the battlefield, but you shouldn't have to do things off the battlefield if you don't wanna.
Well, Roth, you've done things you don't want to do. Sometimes you just need to do things because it's good for the people around you. It's good for morale for the troops to see me give that speech, even if I don't want to do it.
What do you mean? Like studying?
Like studying.
Sure, it's not my favorite thing in the world, but that was to keep my little sis fed. I had good reason for it.
There you go. Same for me.
The same, huh? I think I get what you mean. You do things you don't want to do for the sake of everyone else. That's real noble of you, Professor. I guess I can't get in your way if you're doing it for the right reasons. Okay then. I'm gonna keep trying to do my best. But now, I'm gonna do it for you. My little sis is important to me. But you're real important too. I always work hard for the people who matter to me. And having more of them in my life just means I gotta work even harder.
And this is why
What do
you're
you
one of the
think?
best, dude. I think you're important to me too, Raph.
Really? I wasn't expecting you to say that. You're gonna make me blush. We gotta keep working hard together then. At least until this war's over. I'll work to make sure you don't collapse from exhaustion. You got nothing to worry about, Professor. I've been training non-stop. I got your back, no matter what.
Oh. Right.
Professor?
During his search for her grace, the Archbishop, Seteth has visited churches all across the land. It served to demonstrate to the devout across Fodlan that the Church of Seros is still going strong. As a result, the faithful are not currently in a state of chaos.
Seteth holding things together.
Professor, I am so glad you are unharmed. No matter the path you walk, I will be with you every step of the way. Anything you ask of me, I shall see it through. You saved my life, and I am in your debt.
Thanks, Flame.
Professor, please do not be concerned. I just did too much overworking and lost my strength.
Are you okay?
Yes, I have no problems. Accept my apology for giving you worry. I have sorrow. I am sorry to be fainting at a time like this.
Don't apologize.
Even though I was not asking for your care and attention, you gave it willingly.
It was the least I could do.
I am thinking that is incorrect. Will you have a listen to me? There is something that I must be saying.
Anytime, girl.
I am thinking you already have knowledge of why I came to Fodlan. Not for studying, but as a hostage for the Empire. So that Bridget would not be rebelling anymore. It feels like a knife against my throat. That I am making my grandfather obey the Empire. If I were running away from the Empire, then Bridget would be defeated. I am not having any options. To be living, I must be fighting to win. For Bridget to be living, the Empire needs to be crushed. So I must be crushing the Empire. That is what my people are wanting from me. And what my grandfather, the King of Bridget, is wanting.
You must take care of yourself to succeed.
That is a truth. I wonder what I should be doing. I want to be granting the wants of my tribe. So their wants are my own, correct?
It's a lot of weight to be on her shoulders, isn't it? Yeah, if that's how you really feel, then absolutely.
How I really feel. I have understanding. Wait, no, I actually do not have understanding. Yet.
That's okay,
what
you'll
I am
get there.
understanding is that there is something I am not understanding. When I know what my true want is, I give you my promise that I will be telling you first.
You will be the most powerful queen in the land. That's what's gonna happen.
Edelgard is controlling the Empire. She is putting the pressure on the kingdom in alliance. Empire and religion are at open war. It will be difficult for us at first, but corrupt nobles are many. That means the common people will rebel and be joining our side. With you, Professor, the battle tides will turn. I have certainty.
Hi, girl. I've been thinking about it. You might be my marriage option this time. What do you think about that? S support? Do you want to S support? And the reason I'm thinking that is because I didn't get Ingrid. If I'm being honest, Ingrid is also one that I want to S support, which may have to wait until Golden Deer, since we didn't get her. So I'm thinking maybe Leonie might be our S support this run. Can't be sure yet. That's not for sure yet.
It's not just
But
for
I do
my
love
village
this
that I'm
girl.
fighting alongside you here, you know. It's also that Captain Gerald asked me, his first and greatest apprentice, to look out for you. Of course, it wouldn't be enough just to keep you alive. It's my duty to make sure you win, too. So do your best, Professor, and count on me to watch your back.
Will do, girl. Will do.
A country with no king has no future. That's why I made my way here. Professor, don't let me down.
Let's forge ahead.
Yes, let's. Find me a worthy opponent to battle, and I'll be content.
Are we gonna run into Dimitri at the end of the month? Like, is he gonna be like with a bunch of brigands or something? He's probably gonna be in a really bad state. Ooh, boy. Okay, doesn't look like anybody's over here. So when do we get the DLC that makes Rhea a playable character? Eh? Alright, let's check upstairs. We can go up to the 3rd floor now. Okay, it doesn't look like anybody's up here. I am going to see if there's an item. I don't remember if there ever was any items up here, but worth checking. This is an underutilized area.
With the return of its knights, Garreg Mach is finally coming back to life. The Church of Seros will follow you from now on, but please do not abandon the search for Lady Rhea.
We'll do whatever it takes to find her.
Thank you. I know the battles ahead will be dire, but we will support you with all our strength. I have something to ask of you.
We are working to acquire more resources and would greatly appreciate your help. Gather the requested resources and deliver them. 2 onions and a Caledonian crayfish. Do we have them?
Well done.
Yes, we do.
You have my thanks.
You know, I just carry them around with me all the time. In fact, I've got hundreds of fish on my person right now. It's really gross.
Professor? My professor? You haven't changed
I smell
a bit.
terrible.
At your age, I'd expect your whole demeanor to have changed greatly over 5 years. Though, I suppose I haven't changed either, right? Thank you for noticing, by the way. Ah, just the 2 of us, forever young. Oh, let me have my fun.
I mean, to be honest, you haven't aged. You haven't aged a day, girl. You look great. You look fantastic. One of the things that I still wish happened is that like the professors and the older characters and stuff, I wish they all got updated designs just like the students did. I'm a little bit sad that they don't.
Thankfully, it appears the records and equipment I need for my research have not been damaged. I am most curious, though. You say you were asleep for 5 whole years. Incredible.
Jealous.
Perhaps this is another effect of your crest. I do look forward to investigating you in greater detail.
We can talk about that.
Wonderful news. I am most excited to begin. We must find the time, of course.
Teacher, I have lost my dominion. My nobility may seem like nothing more than a title, but I will never lose my noble heart. I will stop Edelgard, even if it costs me my life. I have turned my blade against her now. I cannot go back on that decision. Professor, do you think I chose the wrong path?
Not at all.
You are right.
Okay, looks like there's nothing in here. We'll just see if there's an item. There is. Owl feathers. Those are always good to have. Oh, hey, Cyril.
Well... Oh, yeah. I don't know anything about rebuilding, but I can sure do my best to clean up the mess. I'm gonna keep Lady Rhea's room spotless, so she can use it right away whenever she gets back. You gotta find her, Professor. You just gotta.
Professor, I've grown weary and impatient. These past 5 years, my hands have been bound. But now, I can finally take action with a clear goal. I'm grateful to you and to everyone.
And that goal is?
Down with the Empire. Surely peace will soon follow if the Empire is overthrown. Then my parents can finally find peace themselves.
Yep, they did bad things to you, girl. I feel ya.
Professor, the promise was made 5 years ago. But I must say I'm rather impressed by how many of us managed to make it. Personally, I only showed up because I hope to see you again, Professor. I've been with my family in the Empire until recently. I admit to feeling a little guilty betraying Her Majesty, but only a little. Now that we're all together again, I suppose the fighting will begin soon.
You also stole 5,000 gold from your family.
The town I'd been living in came under attack by the Empire's army. My parents were both caught up in the fighting and killed.
Aww.
I've got no home to go back to anymore, so I guess I may as well stay here.
You must be one of the kids that maybe came in Dorothea's orphanage? I really start craving sweets when I'm tired or stressed out. I wish there was some kind of yummy confection that I could make with the limited ingredients available to us. Check the library for a simple, traditional recipe. I think that's what she'd like, yeah. You can't tell Mercy to steal from the church, man. That's not gonna work. Hey, girl.
You're here, Professor, along with everyone from our old class. It's like we've gone back in time. When I think that I'll be around you again, all of my sorrows just drift away.
Let's do our best together, okay?
Yes. I'll at least try not to hold anyone back. Let's work together for the common good, like we did 5 years ago.
I'm with you, girl.
Right.
Okay, quest item.
It seems that in the last 5 years, the monks here have left this place for the town below. However, once they learn of our return, perhaps they'll come back. I hope the monastery can return to normal someday.
Alright, got ourselves another support up here. Who's this one gonna be?
Professor.
Shamir. How's it going?
Thanks for your help out there. Battles tend to go smoother with you around.
Same to you.
I think you did most of the heavy lifting.
Hey, don't sell yourself short, girl.
To think
You're
this way on the
amazing.
battlefield. But I feel I can trust your commands without question.
Why's that?
Not sure. I might have an idea, but never mind.
I've also noticed that you've been putting me in more precarious situations lately. Almost like you know I won't question your orders.
Or I know I can rely on you.
Huh. I'm glad you trust me to get the job done, but still.
Still.
I knew you were doing it on purpose. You're in a very important position now that you're leading the charge against the Empire. Funny to think you used to just teach at the Officers' Academy. Your old students still call you Professor. That's no title for the commander of an army.
I actually like it.
You'll always be their professor, huh? You sure are an interesting one. My people lost the war, and I was left to wander Fodlan alone, but I guess meeting you was my prize. You look confused. Did you not know any of this? I was living in my homeland of Dagda up until the Imperial Army destroyed it 10 years ago. But being a mercenary, I have no real allegiance. That's why I'm working here now.
So a lot of the conflicts that are even against like Dagda and Brigid were also the Empire. So that just leads more credence to the fact that the Empire is the instigator in almost all of the conflicts in Fodlan. It was a largely peaceful region, Fodlan, except for the Empire.
Don't worry though, I don't plan to turn on you.
And probably mostly instigated by probably those who slither in the dark.
It's been fixed up quite a bit, but its battle scars aren't so easily erased. To think that a glorious cathedral with a 1,000-year history would end up like this. I'll rebuild this place someday. This cathedral is the symbol of Fodlan. Maybe I should paint a picture of the beautiful cathedral of old. Well, I still remember what it looked like.
So the only people we lost are Edie and Hubie and Lorenz, right? We lost Lorenz. Yeah. I don't think we lost anybody else that we had recruited. Okay, so what's next for us? Let's go ahead and turn in this quest item.
Oh, good. Thanks.
You're welcome. We need to catch the mysterious fish. Let's go ahead and try and do that right now. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Okay. Okay, second try. Is that the one we needed?
Great service.
It sure is. The Fodlandi. The big one. Cool. So I probably will do some more fishing, but I think I'm going to do my other stuff first, because some of this other stuff that we do also gives us professor experience. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do some of that. Let's make sure that we do some Seteth stuff. I have seen Seteth in Flames all the way to its end, so I almost want to focus on some other ones first. And I don't really know who. I don't know who I should focus on. What are some of the important ones to see with Seteth, you think? I think somebody made a comment about who I should do them with. Let's start maybe with Seteth and Bernadetta. That might be a fun one. Bernie's always got fun ones, so... Let's see, Seteth, you like this stuff too? Not really. But that's okay. You don't have to, because you are full motivation pretty much anyway.
Ooh,
The
flavor is nostalgic to me for some reason. I'd like some more.
Okay, now I think that our motivation is basically maxed. A bunch of people are missing like 1, which is kind of frustrating, but that's okay. I think we got enough people that are full. So maybe today I'll focus on doing a little bit more training for myself and maybe do a couple of supports. So what do I want to focus on? I definitely want to get some faith and reason, probably.
With the Church of...
Yeah, I'll do some authority.
Professor? Ma? At your... the...
Perhaps.
Okay, we got a mercy over here. We could do some more faith with her.
You're here?
Lysithia and Lynn are over here. We could work with them a little bit.
I've grown, but now.
Professor, the promised person I've been with now that we're all...
And Dorothea was down here.
Professor, it's in. I have.
Now, are there 2 people that I want to work on faith with? Because I could do choir. Basically any of my mages. So like Lynn, Dorothea, Lysithia. We're not going to be using Mercy. Let's do another thing with Sedith. Sedith and someone else. Let's do Sedith and Manuela, maybe. I wouldn't mind seeing Sedith and Manuela's things together.
May my song reach the goddess in the sky.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Lo! Get it? Lo!
She is the expert. Okay, that's all of our time. Now, I think the one last thing that I might do here is... Well, let's see. Did we get any supports? We did. Byleth and who? Sedith and Flame? Oh, cool. Yeah, let's do those. And then we'll end the episode and I'll go and finish out my fishing.
Professor, a moment. I am sorry that I doubted your ability. I deeply regret ever holding such a view of you. It is obvious to me now that you are extraordinary.
Well, thanks, buddy. Really?
Do you doubt your own power, even now? I suppose that's only natural. You've lived your whole life knowing next to nothing about yourself. Not even Gerald could have possibly known all there is to know about you. But I wonder, are you satisfied with that?
What do you mean?
Are you content not knowing who you are? Or do you yearn to know more?
I wish to know more.
That was a foolish question, of course. You are not the sort to be complacent. So, only one more question matters. Are you ready?
Ready for what?
The truth. All of it.
Yes, please.
Learning it will doubtlessly have direct consequences on your life. I do not know what those will be. You may decide, once you learn it, that you wish you hadn't. But even if you have such regrets, you will never be able to return to ignorance. So, are you ready to know the truth?
Yes, I am.
I see. That is what I wish to hear. Since the Archbishop put so much faith in you, I will continue to offer my aid. More than that, I will put my faith in you as well, and I will do all that is within my power to help you someday reach the truth.
But I will not tell you. Yet. A man of mystery, saideth. A man of great mystery. Okay, I don't think we can do the flame one yet. Is that true? Or perhaps we missed the opportunity to do it? Oh, the flame one's gone. Maybe it's locked. Missed the opportunity. Oh well. Darn, that's too bad. Guess we would have had to do that pre-time skip, I'm guessing. Okay, so we're locked out of flames. That's good to know, though. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, and I am going to finish fishing and hopefully reach that A+ professor rank. So thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Have a good one.